Capricorn, someone that's playing for you is fantasy. Now look, whether that's somebody outside of you fantasizing about involving or investing in the space they share with you, Captain. You got someone a little dreaming on you, Captain. Or that's you. You got you a little vision. You got you a little imagination or a dream you want to manifest into this world. And it's like the more you do that, whatever that habit, hobby, routine is, whether that routine involves you yourself or you and some people external to you, the more you do that, the more it makes you get over the emotions or the feelings you lost here and further putting you in the, it's like something's bringing back, what is it? Something's inspiring you again. If it's not inspiring, it's like your imagination is being jump started from whatever you're doing, whatever you did, or whatever you're looking at that you want to do. You feel me? It's like something's turning you on. It could actually be in a sexual manner. It don't have to be like that though. But something's turning you on. You got you a little fantasize about some shit. You little romanticize about some. There, look, there you go. That's you in reverse. Capricorn, you the devil in reverse. Telling you. Something that it's like something sparked a change or triggered a transformation in you. You might be dealing with a Libra, you don't have to be. And now you got a different vision of tomorrow. Or you have a different commune you want to communicate with your world. You got a different thing you want to talk about when it comes to your energy. When you invest yourself or express yourself in this environment, you don't want people to feel you like this anymore. You want to be felt in this manner. In the sense where this is what you want to be known or received as or for. You feel me? Or this is what you want to do. Now you got a better understanding about where you want to take your mind, where you want to take your passion, where you want to take your drive, now you know where you want to drive. You feel me? You ain't just, okay, you want to reach this point. You ain't got no GPS, you ain't got no navigation, no map quest, no none of that. You just thought, all right, if I do this, back in the day at least, you just thought, all right, if I do this, I'll be able to get there. I ain't work that way. Keep this shit from there, handle it, man. So now it's like, now you communicating something different. Or because, it could be because you experienced something that, it's like you witnessed someone outside of you living their fantasy. And some shit like that. You feel me? It's like you might have known this person. You done watched this person from the time y'all was littler all the way to now. Y'all done growed up. Y'all was brothers, y'all was sisters, y'all was homegirls, homeboys, family men, whatever we talking about. And you witnessing them live their dream, and it's like you knew them from the point before they were in that dream. It's like that motivated you to change. And that made you stop off the grid. Yeah, you might fell off the map, motherfuckers world. Because it's like you was real toxic. And because you were toxic, you were communicating a certain thing to your world. And because you were communicating a certain thing, whether that thing was actual verbal communication or energetic communication, be it how you carried yourself and how you carry yourself that way brought you some certain things in your world. Now that you done did you a little inventory, you might have been stressing because of what you became aware of that you brought into your world because of how you were expressing your energies. And it's like you changed. You was like, you don't want to do that no more. I don't want to attract this into my life no more. So you switched it up. You switched what your mind be on. You switched what your time be in. Or you switch what you spend your time on. And ever since you made that little shift, it did you right. You ain't fucking with shit. If it's just you and versus someone outside, you ain't fucking with a devil no more. Your partner was real toxic. Shit, at one point you were all for the toxicity until that shit got played out. I'm telling you, someone fucked up. If it's not you, if it's a solo battle, you had to be let go of the toxic shit because that shit done took damn near everything from you. You back in the day, you might have thought it was a good idea, communicating this. But now that you done experienced a certain type of experience, that shit changed your mind. You have a whole different view about the world you've manifested or the world you're in or the reaction you got from your action. And you thought your action was just. You thought this is something you want to communicate. This is something you should communicate. This is a perception or a perspective worth sharing when it comes to a topic, subject, family member, friendship, whatever you thinking or talking about or doing. And you learned, nah, that ain't it. Now if you in a relationship, the way you see this relationship, now that you out of that Toxic energy. Now that you no longer co-signing in the bullshit, now you can see the bullshit for what it is. You ain't in it no more. You outside of it. Now that you outside of it, you see you realize just how much shit you were in. And someone outside of you, they don't, the awareness you got fucking with them. And you might be dealing with who I said that for? You might be dealing with a Scorpio. Might be. Scorpio or Sagittarius. Might be. Might just be. But you moved. You in a new place. You off the grid now when it comes to you and your partner. Look, damn, you got the 9 and the 10 right after, both in reverse. Yeah, it's a dub. Yeah, look, I'm telling you, if you in a relationship, it's like your partner could have took their mind or expression with you somewhere, and that changed your whole view perspective on the relationship. Cause it's like it's almost like you're not obsessed with this relationship anymore, or the wanting this to work, or just whatever spark you once had here, whether here is in a relationship or here is in an idea, here is in something you wanted to communicate with your world once upon a time. You don't want to do that no more. Now that you're in this new space, now that you got this new mind, this new vision, this new sense of what is and what is not. Back in the day, you was confused. You were lost in your own emotions, or you were just drowning in your own water, or you were drowning in the water that the world was giving you. Because we swimming in the ocean, you feel me? So the tides got a little too high for you, and you might not have known how to express or manage or what to invest in emotionally. Everything made you feel, and you didn't know how to filter those feelings. Now you do. Oh, it's still the same song. 10 of Cups in reverse. Yo, listen, if it's not you who had to go through one hell of a trial to reach this point of being able to let go of that, it's like, yeah, you could let that go, but you've been in that for so long, something gonna get ripped off of you when you let it go. You can't just drop it. Whatever it was, and it's something you've been in for a while. If it's a mindset, if it's a habit, hobby, routine, it's like, let's say you got a bad habit. Let's say you was whatever that bad habit was, and you realize you gotta let that shit go because of what it manifested in your world. Whether you lost your friends, whether you might have lost your job because you was doing that, or you was expressing yourself like that, or you were thinking like that. You feel me? Whatever it was. Now it's like, you lost your job, you lost your income, you can't pay your bills, you can't, and you feel me? So it's like that was ripped away from you. The lifestyle you had when you lost your job was ripped away from you. And you might have had you a good little jobby job. Now, and because of that, the way the home all over the place now. Shit, home ain't the same no more. Home might not even be home no more now that you in this new home, this new spiritual awareness. That you dancing under a new sun. And that shit made you drop all your bad habits, all your negative thoughts. You feel me? When it came to, when it came to you or just something you wanted to do. Ever since you cleared up your mind, it went from a cloudy day to a sunny day internally. Yeah, you could see the sky better. You could see your mind better. And now you can invest your time and energy into ideas. But we ain't gonna act like when it was cloudy, that shit was actually a hurricane. So you ain't got no shit left to work with, so to speak. All the ideas or all the relationships, all the friendships, all the ideas and all that shit that you once thought was solid, the houses that you could go into, the energies that you could go into and carry yourself and express yourself a certain type of way, you quickly found out none of those were really dependable. That's because once that hurricane came through, once that your Adam brought your Eve something from your external world, whether that external world was an idea, mind, perspective, realization, and observation, or your Adam communicated something, and your world reacted to what your Adam communicated and made your Eve cry. Now your Eve is boo-hooing. You may not show it because your Adam, you still an Adam. You feel me? Your ego's still an ego. It's still in the forefront. So you might not show it. Shit, it's like, because you can't show it, you're using it to build upon you. You know what that means for you, Cap? Because you ain't showing the fact that you're crying right now. Or if you ain't crying, you're sweating bullets. Because of where you took I'm telling you, because of where you previously took your mind. If it ain't a situation where somebody took their mind in a certain direction with you, you really might be dealing with a Sagittarius. I said this for Sag. Someone took it upon themselves to express themselves a certain type of way with you because they had an idea about Sagittarius, right? No, not Sagittarius. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius. They had an idea about Captain. See, they seen Capricorn was steering the ship, right? They wanted Capricorn to steer the airship, though. They didn't want Capricorn to have their own boat. You feel me? Ride their own wave, ride their own waters, and they knew that you've been rocking with them for a while. So it was like, if I bring this to Capricorn, yeah, it's gonna stick. You feel me? I'm gonna be able to put myself in a different place. I'm gonna be able to rest easy. Stop It is the song that's playing for you. You feel me? They thought it'd be smooth sailing if they get you to do that. And once they did that, you stopped it. I told you stopped. It's like they made you aware of what it was that was fucking with you. Now, it might have hurt if we dealing with like a friendship, because it's a long time friendship. It damn near, your friend damn near consider your family member. It might have actually been a family member. Might have been a relationship you've been in for a while, or just a state of consciousness you've always been in, that you found emotional fulfillment in. You found satisfaction in this feeling when you felt this way about this topic, this subject, this situation, this relationship, this partnership, whatever we talking about. You can't feel that way no more. You've been evicted from that emotion, and you've only been evicted because you realize that shit wasn't nothing to be in the first place. Now that you let go of the devil, it's like you took your glasses off and cleaned them shits, put them back on. You was like, oh shit, boo-hoo crying. If it's that type of vibe though, don't gotta be like that. Yeah, I said something got ripped away from you during this little separation. If you're going through some separation, it's like you lost a part of you investing in this, but you losing a part of you gained a new part. It's like you might have lost something because you manifested you a nice little world when you was carrying yourself in a certain manner. When you were the devil upright, yeah, you was out here. We ain't gonna act like you wasn't out here big shit. Whatever we talking about, you was making shit happen when you was a little toxic. You can't be toxic no more, and everything that was around you that you made happen, that shit is falling apart. Talk about me. Yeah, shit. Man, you might let a motherfucker try. See, it could be a situation where and anytime motherfucking name came out your mouth, you was there, Captain. You feel me? Now you can't do that shit no more. Had to hang that up. You was ready for a motherfucker to say your name. Let me tell you, if it's that type of shit, you ready to pop off. And until your shit got popped, you feel now you can't pop off like that no more. You can't live there no more. Can't express yourself like that no more. And that, whether that's because life put you in a position where you can't do that no more, or you came to that point of realization yourself because of something life showed you, whether life made you experience or witness. I'm telling you, look. You're not taking feelings from that no more. If you're dealing with a person, and you in a relationship, your relationship went so sour, that shit went south real quick. And not just because your partner had an idea. They thought they had their brain meats flowing, you feel me? They thought they was on some big brain shit. Boy, that shit was a dud. Changed the whole dynamic of the relationship. They fucked because of that. Because it's like, that relationship was almost their thing. Motherfuckers ain't really had shit to talk about but the space they shared with you, Capricorn. If it's that type of vibe. If it ain't you. That you really wasn't into nothing but that until you lost that. But losing that made you grow. You developed you a little bit, you feel me? Expanded your space, expanded your awareness about your own energies and how you carry yourself. Now you got a different influence you want to give to your world. You got a different sense of stability you want to communicate with those around you. You in a new home. You moved out the old whether you willingly moved out or you got evicted, you feel me? God put you out of a space. God put you in the perspective to realize how you've been carrying or expressing yourself. And then that puts you in a position to make the decision to drop that bad habit. Drop that little devilish mind you had. You thought you was Sly Cooper with the shits. You thought you was swiper. Look, you thought you was swiper no swiping until they told you can't swipe. Then you had to move up. Oh man, had to move up on out of there, Cap. But you ain't tossing no more. You might be going through a whole, it's a dark moment. But it's like you holding the light. It's not showing you all that's in front of you, but you can see some. Better than being in the dark, ain't it? You're gonna be alright though.